Hi friends, welcome back. Today I am going to do a little journal with me video. I am working in this like big comp book kind of journal for this month. I am so far loving it. I've only done one page and it's the 6th, so that's why you're here today, because I don't want to fall too far behind here. I keep doing this. I keep falling really far behind and I hate back journaling. I love journaling when I'm up to date with things and I hate it when I'm not. So let's jump in. This was my first day and I got it all filled in and I just love how it looks. I think it looks super cool. My big coffee packet. I love big journals, how you can use different sorts of things. Like obviously when I'm in a smaller journal, I can't use super big things or else it takes up all the page. In a big journal, you can use these really large images and you've still got stacks of space. So it's really fun. I have cut out some things and popped them in already and others I haven't. So let's just jump to the second. I'm pretty sure everything from the second is just this stuff here. So these are my notes to myself of what I did for the day because I don't remember otherwise. So I've got a few things stuck, just like plopped in here. And we'll just sort of figure it out as we go. I think I want to do something because obviously I did this title and it's soaked through. So I'm going to try and cover that up somehow, which is totally doable. And I don't know exactly how I'm going to do that yet. Like I could almost use like my imagery to kind of cover it up. Did you guys see my cute little reel about my stickers informing my snack choices? I had pear and cheese for an afternoon snack because of these little stickers that I had. So, well, this is actually not a sticker. This is a die cut, but I thought it was a sticker for a minute. It's a die cut. It's from Rosie's Studio. And Rosie's Studio, I'm super excited. I am a like creative club member for Rosie's Studio for this month. Well, no, not for this month, for the next 6 months till January. I am really excited about it because I love Rosie's Studio. So it was very fun to get picked to do that. What else do I want to do on here? I don't have very much in the way of photos for this day. This was me working on my printables for this month. I was trying to really smash them out. Now, what was I doing? I was by the fire all day. Did my friend come over this day? I'm going to have to check my phone or my planner or something. I can't remember if that was this day or not. Sorry, I hate going on my phone when I am on camera, but I'm just checking if this was the day I had my friend come over. I wasn't out there all day. So this was a different day. Was it the following day? No, what? No, I don't even know. I have absolutely nothing on my phone from the 3rd. So that's going to be fun to try and remember anything. Wait, have I skipped a day's? This was the 3rd, so I am getting things all wrong. But I have enough there that I remember what happened on the 3rd now. Okay, let's see if we can get any of this done. Who knows what I'm doing? I sure don't. So I want to do some fun decorative parts because obviously it's a huge space. This is enormous. So I want to fill in a bunch of space because I don't have notes about this day particularly, so I don't entirely remember what happened. So let's have a look at my capsule. I have dumped things into the top of my capsule that are not supposed to be there, so excuse me while I pull them out. This is my capsule there. Okay, wait, was this? Yeah, okay. We've actually been having beautiful days again now. Let's see what we've got in here. I've got a lot of snow-themed things because that's what I was anticipating, and now we're having beautiful days. Go figure. What have I got? This is a beautiful woodpecker. Do I want to put a beautiful woodpecker on this page? Maybe. I'm trying to like loosen up as far as I didn't see a woodpecker. We don't have them here, but like nothing happened with a woodpecker. So why could I use that? I'm trying to loosen up on that idea and just put stuff regardless, just things I like. Whether or not they had anything to do with this. I've got more snow-based things. What's this? More snow. Gosh, I put so much snow-based things in this month's capsule. I hope that I can use them because I don't know how. This is kind of a big fun piece. A for apple. Oh, this is coming up tomorrow. Got my dental appointment tomorrow. I love this, but actually I might try and use this in my one little word journal because it's the right colours. It's absolutely stunning. my capsule doesn't have to just be used in this journal. I can have to just use it somewhere. I've got this paper. I really like that on here. That's gorgeous. Okay, what I've got there, I think I'm going to try and use. I don't know if I'll use this or not. We'll see. But this was some wrapping paper that someone's obviously, oh, I've got hiccups, tried to origami somehow or something. I don't know, has folded it quite vigorously, but it's still pretty. I don't care if it's got weird fold lines. And I'm thinking I'm going to just go ahead and sort of tear it. I don't know, sort of like that. And then it's a bit short, so I'm going to do this. I'm going to tear off the bottom as well, and we'll just add on some pretty paper like this here, and then scoot these over, scoot. This is going to also go maybe like this. Do I like that? I kind of want to tear it so that the tab is not under it. I don't know why. It looks weirder, but whatever I'm doing here is what's going to happen. I can make anything look fine in the long run. I can glue stuff down over things that look janky. Do I want that little bit just going over the page there? I do, but I think it's going to be hard to stick. And then maybe I could cut this sort of, oh, I like that peeking out from under there. That's quite cool. I'm thinking about cutting it in half. It's not quite half, but I'm not fussy about, like, you know, exactly 50-50. I'm thinking of adding that one in here maybe, and then like one peeking out from under there. Like, it just is an interesting background. I've got plenty of space for writing still. I might put this cool woodpecker on. I might cut around him. I've got this cat from my printables from this month. This is a printable of mine from ages ago that I made just to illustrate when I am making printables, because it's a me looking girl with brown hair and a yellow sweater, which I have a yellow sweater, working on an iPad. So to me that represents me, you know, working on my iPad. Here's the video that came out this day, and then my little cheese and cracker, nope, pear and cracker, nope, pear and cheese. My gosh, we got there in the end. I think this will look quite cool. So I'm liking the colours. I think this will look good. Okay. Let's just jump in and do it. So this is cardstock, and I'm actually going to just trim down around the edge because it's quite bitty. So I'm just going to maybe neaten it up a little bit. It was a very janky cut that I've obviously made. I think it's from the cover of a magazine because it's really thick, but it's also really interesting. So let's double-sided tape this one, I think, because again, it's really thick. Actually, no, this paper is really thin, and I think that if I use double-sided tape, that in a few years it's going to leave weird tape lines on the back. The tape kind of yellows, and I do see that that can be a problem sometimes on thin paper. So I'm going to hope that maybe tacky glue will do the job without hopefully the gross. I don't know. If I have lines, so be it. So be it. Doesn't matter. Let's just put that there so that I can then sort of position it underneath roughly where I'm going to want it. So I want it about there. And now let's glue this down. I want a new glue stick because I don't know if this one's new or not. We'll see. It looks pretty new. Pretty close to new. Because my other ones are all the ones I've been using recently are like down to the plastic. And it's scrapey, and I hate that feeling. I hate it. It's like nails on a chalkboard using glue sticks that are getting low in how it feels to me. It's like, ugh, gives me like a shudder. How are you guys going on your journaling for August? I hope that you guys are getting underway on that, or have got a journal ready. You guys know I'm a big pusher for people to keep a journal, so I hope you are journaling this month. It's important. Your life is important, and documenting your story is important, so please be journaling. This might need we might put a little tacky glue under this edge because we want like the super stick for this part that's folding over, because that's going to just pull up. I think it can be very hard when you're working on a fold line to get it to really stay down. Oh, just smashing things about. All right, let's go. I didn't even line that up. That looks awful. Can I trim down? No, I cannot trim down. This might need some magic happening here somehow to it doesn't really matter. I might just be able to put a little bit of red felt pen or something down here to kind of cover up that white edge. It doesn't really matter. Actually, it doesn't really matter. Stop being weird. Okay, let's do the other side now. Oh, I'm going to need that again in a moment. Let's pull these over here so that they're out of the way, and then let's get this side stuck down how I like it. These scraps I'm absolutely saving because they're beautiful. I love this paper. I'm really big into this like burgundy red at the moment. I really love it. It's one of my favorite things that happens to me every so often is like the colors I'm really into just change, and I have no reason why. All of a sudden I'm just like really into something new, like a new like color palette or something that I just am like super obsessed with. And at the moment it's like this burgundy red color. I've had it before actually, probably less burgundy, but like the red, pink and green together in this yellowy color, it's one of my favorite color combinations. So when I saw this paper I was like, I don't care if it looks kind of folded and janky, it's like right up there in my favorite color palette. So I kind of love that layout there. I think that looks really interesting. And then I'll put something like this maybe so that it covers up that stamp, or even just once the writing's on here, we'll probably do a certain amount of the work to cover up what's peeking through. So that's good. It's always good that writing comes to the rescue in the end. Now let's just tuck that under so that we like it about there, I think. And now we'll glue this part down and see what we've got. How are you guys going? What's happening in your world at the moment? I would love to hear. I really do love to hear. And I even more than wanting to hear, I want you to write about it, because it's, and then I want to watch your journal flip throughs. Because I love that. I love looking at people's journal flip throughs. There we go. That looks so good. It's a really great start to the page. I think that's like a really interesting background. And we've used 2 pieces from the capsule, so that's also really good. A little bit of really cold coffee left over. It's still good because it's from my coffee machine, so it's still delicious even if it's cold. I'm wondering what I want to put there. Like, do I want to put my little pears and cheese like tucked up here? Do I want to put this in here? No. This little illustrating girl. I don't really want her up there. I don't know. We did that wood. We did that here. The beautiful green woodpecker. I'm thinking about cutting around that. Let's do it. Let's cut it out. It's a little scary. Do I want to cut it out? Do I want to try and tear it? No, I'm going to try and cut it out, and I'm going to just give it a bit of a border because I'm scared of fussy cutting. I find that I am always just I'm not a very careful cutter, and I always sort of chop into things a little bit funny. So keeping a white border means if I chop in a little bit, that's okay. I've got a little bit of leeway. I'm quite a messy cutter. Oh, I still wanted to talk to you guys about the Rosie's Studio Creative Club thing, because I'm really excited about that. I have been buying Rosie's Studio scrapbooking stuff since I was a teenager, no joke. In New Zealand, we didn't have very many options when I was young. Like, you could probably go to like proper official scrapbooking stores to get other stuff, but as a teenager, I didn't really have access to that. But Rosie's Studio was in like one of our main like big shops in New Zealand, so like you could just go into like it was called the Warehouse. So most of you New Zealanders already all know that Rosie's was in the Warehouse. But it was like a really accessible scrapbooking place. And then they left the Warehouse, which I don't know why they left the Warehouse, but for whatever reason they did. And I've still been buying from them from online, because they're just online now. I think they may have an in-person store in Auckland, but for the most part just online. Auckland is not near where I am. It's the other island, other end of the island. I'm kind of, do I like that up there? And then maybe putting her down, like layered over. I kind of like that. And I think I'm going to cut out this little name part because I like that. Yeah, so I got chosen to be a Creative Club member, which is so fun. So I'm going to be sharing some of their stuff a bit in the next few months, which I'm really excited about, because obviously I've actually already, I think, done unboxings potentially for Rosie's before. Not as a Creative Club member, just because I genuinely like their stuff and have been buying their stuff for a million years. Like, no joke, at least 15 years, I would think. Probably more. So that was really exciting to be chosen to be a part of that. I'm just trying to like figure out how I want to put these things, what looks cute. I kind of like this clustering down here. I don't know why, I just sort of do. I think the pears need to go on top because this sticker is a clear sticker. So if I put it on top, I think it's going to look weird. So it needs to go underneath. I'm just trimming that little bit off because it wasn't very square. This is going to go down the bottom there. Do I have any other things about this day? I just don't remember this day, and it's only the flipping 6th today, I think. Yeah, it's the 6th today. And this was the 2nd. Hardly remember what even happened this day. I was just having a work day, I think. Normal work day, working on printables. What even day of the week was it? Don't remember. I'll have to look that up. What day was the 2nd? What day? This was a third, so this was a Friday. This was a Friday. I am recalling now because we had the following day, the Saturday, we had James's friends from work over. That's going to just go there. Over in the afternoon for a little bit, and the previous day, sorry, was my pottery, which is always on a Thursday. So I'm going to pretty happily know that this was a Friday. Let's put this little cheese sticker down here. Oh, that looks so cute. And then we'll put the little pears somewhere about like that. And then I'll write about the pears and cheese being like my little snack for the day, inspired by my little craft pieces here. I'm just trying to figure out exactly the positioning of how I like to sit this. I kind of want it something like, oh gosh, it's just not. I'm going to just put the glue on it, slap it down, where it lands, it lands. Sometimes you got to do that, don't you? You can be fussing around with like perfect millimeter changes and angles. It's going right there. Just give it a little min to hold, and that will be great. Oh, can I get the pin in across like this? My fingers are not very steady. This is very hard. Okay, we're just not going to put you through. Gosh, I'm still terrible at it. My eyesight's not the best, so there we go. I know I say that like I'm 94 and only in my 30s. I was about to say my 20s. I haven't been in my 20s for a while. Let's put this beautiful piece down because I really love it. I think it's going to be gorgeous on this page. Make the page look really interesting. And like I said before, I'm trying to work on not having to add things that are related to my day necessarily. I just want to add things that I like and I think are pretty. So I think this is a pretty woodpecker. This is from an Edith Holden book. And then I'm going to put this, I don't know, somewhere about there, I think. I'm getting glue everywhere. It's going to go right there. And then I've got my little illustrating girl, which can go down here too, I think. There we go. Plop that on down there. Brilliant. Done. Okay, so that's everything that I wanted to stick on. I still did not put anything over that space, but we're going to be fine with that. Oh, actually what I do need to add, which I did not think of and should have, is I have not added my embossed item. So this here is embossed, but it was sort of for this day. This was what I was putting it on for. So I've got like a stack of embossed papers over, that stickers, a stack of embossed papers over to the side here. So I've got to have a look and see. This was the one I used here. So I probably, oh, I like this colouring actually with this. It really like ties in with this really nicely. I'm honestly wondering, do I want to add like a little flip part here maybe? I really like that. This is some pretty coffee dyed cardstock that I've got. That's really nice too. This is a little tiny envelope, which is probably shredded because of the embossing. It's okay. It's, oh, I can see, if I look into the light, I can see like a lot of cracking. but I love it. I think it's so good. I've got a lot of neons, which are going to be hard to use, I think, because, well, you know, it's just very bold. But I really like this piece, so I think I'm going to try and include at least a part of it. There's no saying I have to use the whole thing, but I kind of like it, and I kind of love the colours, or how they're all kind of tying in together, actually. I'm not sure how I want to add that on. Do I want to make it like a little flip out here? I kind of like that. That's quite cute down there. Sort of covers up what I've got going on here, but I'm okay with it. It just brings more interest down to this zone. I like it. I don't know exactly what I'm doing with it, but I like it. This needs to get a little bit more glue on that edge there. It does not want to stick, it would seem. There we go. Okay. A bit more of the old cold coffee. I'm just seeing this. Where do I want to add it? It really doesn't look good on there. I also want to pull that out. Let's get that out. The other day I was filming a video and I was looking through my box of like words, and I was like, oh my gosh, I need to use this more often. There's so many cool things in here. Like I loved this piece. Do I want to like tip that? I would want to tip it in this way because there's cool stuff on both sides, so I would want to go that way so that I could look at both parts. I'm not sure if I'm going to add it in here or not, but I like it. There's just a bunch of cool like words that I've cut out that I just think are awesome, and I've cut them out for a reason. I nearly never go in here. Here comes the sun. Was this a sunny day? It might have been, because if it was, I might put that as like a cool title. Like this is cool. Just connecting to beauty is consoling. You see that people don't only make wars, they can also create great works of art. I love that. Like, how cool is that? I just want to add a lot more like quotes and stuff to my page. You guys know I did my iCAD recently that I adored adding poetry and quotes and stuff every day and like looking for them. So I like cutting them out, and I never use them. I just keep them in this box, so I need to start gluing them in. Sometimes the relationships that sustain us are also the relationship that most vex us. I wonder if I have a day where, what day? I feel like there was a day that James and I were a bit cranky pants at each other, and that feels exactly true about that. I'll have to see if I can figure out when that was. A married couple. That's so cute. Do I need an energy hit? Yes or no? How fun is that? Like, there's so many cool things. I just love cutting up magazines. Oh my gosh. Looking at this just makes me so happy. Take the holiday feeling back to work. James and I are planning a little holiday for later this year. We only started talking about it this morning, so I don't know if it will happen, but hopefully, we're thinking about it anyway. It's on the cards because November will be our 10-year wedding anniversary, so, you know, we're looking into what we might do there. We had thought about taking a cruise, but so look at that big 5. I'm going to pull that out and see if I can use that on the 5th. We had thought about taking a cruise, but now it's getting kind of close, and we haven't booked anything. We don't have passports, so we're kind of thinking maybe that won't happen this year. Maybe it'll happen another year, and maybe we'll do something else instead. So we're looking around at some ideas. We've got some ideas. Look, friendly feline. I could put that on there with this little cat. This is Friday, and it's red. That might go on this page. There's just so many things that I could be adding in here. Was this a Friday? Oh, this is YouTube channel, and I've got that little YouTube thing down there. Like, I could add that on here. I just want to use this stuff, man. I've got it. Why am I not using it more? Who could say? Let's see if I can. I'm just going to cut out the YouTube. I don't think I need the channel part, maybe. If I just cut out this little YouTube. Again, it's like the right kind of colours for this. Maybe I could just put that there. Friendly feline. I could add it on. I might not, though. It's not the right colours exactly for this page. I want to add this on somewhere. I wonder if I could cut that down and add that on there. Mayhap. Let's cut this little Friday a little bit closer. And let's see if we can do it vaguely straight linear. Let's have a go at that. And so I've got a little Friday. That could, we could put that there. No, I don't like it there. It doesn't feel very pleasing. I don't know exactly where I'll put that, but it's an idea. Actually, I remember the day we were a bit cranky. It was this day. I don't know if I'll put it on or not, but this was the second, so that's the third, the fourth, the fifth should be, no, because these all have to scoot over because I've skipped a page in there. So that all scoots up and over to there. And then that's the fifth there, which was yesterday, which were these bits can go in there. Okay, cool beans. Was this a sunny day? I can't remember. But I hope it was, because then I could put "Here Comes the Sun" on the page. I just want to add it. Let's trim it down. I just like the colouring with this page. I really want to find something that I can add on to this little embossed card that makes it feel like it's a little bit more necessary on the page, I guess. It just a little bit feels like, why would I put that there? I don't know. But I like the colours on this. I've got so much glue on there. I just really like the colours. Let's stick down this little YouTube thing because we just want to use the things up. I've got so much stuff floating around. We're using them. We are using them. Let's just plop that on there, and that's going to be a pain in the butt because it's not ever going to want to stick there. So I might pull out a little bit of the clear tape and just sort of stick it down with clear tape over it. I've got glue under that clear tape and that looks awful, but hopefully it'll dry clear and I won't notice it so much. But that will help just stick it over that folded part there. That's better, I think. I really like this. Really, really like that. I want to trim it a bit straighter. It doesn't have to be perfect, but just a little bit straighter. And even if I don't use the "Here Comes the Sun," I can use this part because I really do like it a lot. And I was working at my desk this day. I can assure you. I think I was filming and working on printables, maybe? Wait, I did a big day working on printables this day? Yes, this was the day I did a lot of the work. I did the base work for the printables this day and then did a bunch more work to finish it off in the evening on this day. Yes, so this day I was in my room a bit more. The other day, the day before, I had been out in the living room, dining room area in front of the fire and spent the whole day on printables. This day I was back in my room again. I want to kind of tip that in, I think. What day did we eat these? That was the following day too. I'm kind of thinking, will I do this? This is going to be a flip-flop. This might go up the top as a little title. Don't know. I just want to know if it was sunny. So I might have to do a quick Google or something. Or let me just, I'm going to get my phone, and I am, again, sorry that I'm on my phone. Because if it was a miserable day, I don't want to put "Here Comes the Sun," because that will just feel really, oh, it was a beautiful day and I went for a walk. I've got a little tiny video of it. So it was a pretty day. That's good to know. I think the day before was less pretty. So "Here Comes the Sun" does feel relevant. It was really grey the day before, and then this day was really sunshiny. So that is perfect. So let's stick that on up the top there like this. I think that's very cute. And then I'll get a little washi tape. Which one? I want something that kind of matches the colour ways of this. This could, oh, I love that on there. So we're going to end up with like 2 tip-ins out the side, I think, which is pretty cool. I just feel like I want to put something on the front of this somehow, but I don't know what. I don't know what it's going to be yet. And if I can't think of anything, I don't have to add it. I can add a bit of, I can cut it down and add a bit of it on the page somehow. I don't know. I don't have to make it a tip-in. I just quite like it as a tip-in, but I don't know exactly what it's there for. I just feel like it should have a quote or have a photo or have something on it. to represent the day somehow, but it doesn't have to. Or even just something I like. I can just find something I like and stick it on there, surely. Let's do it. I'm just going to go for it, and I don't even have anything to stick on there yet. I'm just being so wildly courageous and brave and just sticking it on without even knowing what the purpose of this is. So let's line that up a little bit, stick it on. Let's get that on there. Brilliant. There we go. And then this little Friday, maybe we could put the little Friday on here. I don't like it there. Do I want to add like a little bit more of this on here, like half and half, or no, I don't. What about this little metal butterfly thing that I've got on here? Do I want to try and add that on? Oh, I kind of like that. I'm going to peel off that part is really not sticky and just adding more dimension than I need. I don't know quite how to attach this, but I kind of like it on there. It's just like a little kind of like a little tab part to help fold it open, and it's using something cool that's been floating on my desk for a while that I haven't known how to use. So I like that. I do like that. I have no idea how I should attach this. I'm honestly thinking I might need to stitch it on, like stitch through some of these little holes onto here. Here's a bit of tatty looking thread beside me. I don't need all of the threads though, so I can separate it off a little bit if I can. Oh, there we go. Whatever I've got there will be fine. Now I just need to find a tiny needle, because the needle I've got beside me is pretty large. Will it go through any of these holes? No, it won't. It's too big. That's like, I have needles that are good for bookbinding here, but I don't have needles that are like good for sewing little dainty things. Don't know how I'm going to go about this. We might have to just like get real tricky with it and see if I can like thread it through, which I very possibly can. Now, do I want to go which way? This is going to be incredibly dimensional. If I go through like that, and then this side I also go through, but we're going to trim it down because we've got so much length on this. I hope this is interesting, friends, because I don't know if it is. Might not be at all, but we're just seeing what we can do here. Actually, do I want it there or do I want it up? I think I want to put it up a little higher. I want the thread to go through maybe in that middle one rather than the bottom one. So let's put it through there. Through there. And then through the other side. Oh, oh, oh. And now I can use the big needle because now I can make any size holes I want. I don't care if they're enormous, great big chunky monkey holes in the paper. I just couldn't get them through the metal. So now we will poke a hole. Let's sort of position it how I like it on here. I want it kind of roughly there. I don't know what I'm doing. Ah, there we go. Oh, that really busted through again. Because the paper has been embossed, it makes it much weaker. And then unthread that needle and then thread it through here. This could be a disaster because it could rip the whole thing entirely because of how fragile the paper is. We're going to go through there. I'm choosing a spot that wasn't really embossed to make it hopefully a little stronger. Flip that around and then we'll tie it off at the back. So I'm just going to tie it off with one side being a bit shorter because I don't need, it doesn't matter, I'm not going to keep this bit of thread anyway. So tie it off here, and I might put a little bit of clear tape on the back of it too, just to help strengthen it, because again, that embossed paper can become a lot more fragile because of how it's being crushed to fit, to make the shapes, you know. It makes it really fragile sometimes. So I just tie that off like that. Let's do a third knot just to be a little bit on the safe side there. And how does this look? Am I happy with that? I'm happy enough. A little bit there, and then I'm just going to put a touch of the clear tape kind of over that, just to help make it look a little bit stronger. And then we've got this cute little like metal piece. It moves around. I like that. It's kind of interactive. And it's just like a little tab, a little butterfly tab on there. That's so fun. I'm so excited that I use that. That's one of those things that you have floating on your desk for ages and you're like, how do I use this? I think it's super cool. How do I use it though? Now I've used it. I am pleased. And now I feel like there's something on this card and all of a sudden it makes more sense. I don't know. I don't know why, but all of a sudden I'm way happier with this card being on here, having this metal butterfly. So thank you to whoever sent me this, because I can't remember now who it was, but how fun. How very, very fun. Was this the day that no, I don't think it was. I think it was, I think it was Sunday. It was Sunday that I made my order from Rosie's studio. But that's looking really cool now. I think all I want is, I think I'm going to grab out this pen. This is kind of like, oh wait, let me just color check it first, because if it's, oh, it does look a bit pinker. Let's see if I can find some actual paper rather than sticker release, like the backing of a, do I like that one on here? Let's just test out a few, like, kind of reds to see which one I like the most with these. Got a few of real, this is the one that I'm going to use. Okay. I just sometimes like to add a wee bit of a border. I find that that can look really good sometimes. So I want to do that just to kind of pull everything in together. I think that helps make it a bit cohesive. Let's just go down here and then across the bottom there like that. There, I feel like it just sort of pulls it in, and I might just, I also like adding some little marks around, so we're just going to add a few little marks, and that will help cover up that stamping from the other side. Let's just put a few in up here as well, like that. Okay, I'm actually going to put a few on here. When I start with mark making, sometimes it can get really hard to stop. I just keep going and going and going and going and going. But that'll do. That'll do, I think. Do I want some under here? I can't stop, friends. I cannot stop. That'll do. No, it won't. That'll do. Okay. That'll do. Happy with that. Look how cool that page looks. I love it. That's looking so good. Okay. How long have we been going for? Do we have time to do another page? Yeah, maybe. We'll push. It's pushing it, but we'll try. So that was the second. Here's actually, do I want to do this page? Or do I want to do this page? No, let's do this page. Let's just go in order. We had James's friends come over. This is a tatty piece of packaging that got all ripped up because we were having a light installed, and James's friend from work, her husband is an electrician, so he came in to help install the light. This was, maybe actually that doesn't feel very right for this day. I made cookies, so I used cranberries in them, and I used the whole packet that I had of cranberries. So I'm gonna use the title off of the packet that I finished up, because I thought I liked the font of it, and I liked the fact that it's like really some packaging from my day. So we did a bunch of like, well, not a bunch of cleaning, we just sort of vacuumed and things before they came over. This was a cool 3. It's an old vintage Matchbox, and it had this cool 3 on it, and I thought that that would look really good, and I ended up having a nap in the afternoon after they left. I was feeling really tired. So now what do I want to do with this? So I'm seeing a lot of like green and pink coming through here. There's actually another page, I think, is it the, not this one, but this page also I'm getting, is it that one? Green and pink vibes? Yeah, I suppose so. But let's do some kind of green and pink vibes. That could be pretty fun. What do I want to use? Moving things around, looking and seeing what I've got going on here. I don't think I've got any like good size cookie things in here maybe. I don't know. I'm just going to have a little dig through and see what I've got. This is my bin of like food based cutouts. I've got bins of all sorts. I love bins of all sorts because I love cutting out magazine images. It's one of my favorite, like most relaxing things to do is just cut up magazines. It's just my favorite. Actually, I think I've got a cute little image of like these cats baking, now that I'm thinking of it, that I've been like wanting to, here it is. They're making a mess and they're eating all the mixture, and I think it's so cute, and so we might just use that because it's something that I've had in here for a while and I keep thinking I want to use that somewhere. It's very sweet. I need to do something to fill in this page because there's so much space and I don't have that much to say. Excuse me, that just surprised me. I didn't even have time to warn you. I'm so sorry about that. What do I want to add on here that would look cute? Like, is this the right sort of like colouring? It's pretty good. I mean, I don't mind that. I think I'm going to go ahead and just sort of, it's very thick. It is very thick, but I'm going to go with it nonetheless. We might put like a big strip down the edge here of that. And then this can go down in this corner. We might put like a little bit of it again. Will it work if I do that? Oh yeah, and then that covers the bottom of that. Okay. I'm just going to try and tear off the thick white part because I don't feel like I need that part. Just get the white edge gone. I feel like because I don't have the white edge on this side, it means that to make it look balanced, I don't want the white edge on this side either. So that's going to go down, that's going to go down. I like that. Is that what it's similar to what we did on the other side, but not quite the same. So like this, and then do I want it thicker at the bottom? Like, do I want to start from the bottom there? Yeah, probably, because I need to fill up as much space as I can, because again, I don't have heaps and heaps to say about this day. Like, we had people over, but I don't know, I just don't feel like I've got a lot of writing to do. I vacuumed, and I baked, and then I napped. I don't know, maybe I could try sticking in, like, writing out a copy of the recipe that I put in here. That could be quite fun. I might make that a little, like, card somewhere. Maybe. I think that would be really cool to add that recipe. It's a special one. It's one that I asked my sister for. I need to cut down the paper on the other side. It's my sister's cookie recipe, and it's my favourite. I make it all the time. And she's handwritten it out for me, because that was what I asked for my birthday last year, was for her to handwrite me her cookie recipe. Very, very good birthday present, in my opinion. I love people's handwriting, and I love her cookies, so it's a double win for me. Let's see if we can stick that down. Like, it goes about there. I bet I'm making gross fingerprints on the other side because my fingers feel super sticky. Let's put this piece down, and then that will be like a really, really good base done for this page. I just need to unfurl off these bits are like really curled up because of how I shredded it. I did such a bad job of tearing this box up. Such a bad job, but it doesn't matter. It's still ephemera from the day. It helps tell the story of the fact that we finally have another light in our bathroom after who knows how many years that bulb blew out. It blew out, but then like you have to redo the whole thing. I don't know. And James often can do that sort of thing, but he just wasn't really sure exactly how to do this one. So it was fortunate that he knew someone that was willing to come over, and they kind of exchanged trades for each other, in the sense that he had some questions about a certain can of paint that he had, and it was weird. And James managed to like give him, James has a whole lot of paint out in his shed. So James gave him a can of paint that he had, an old can of paint that he had out in the shed, in exchange for his help with the light. And so it was just kind of like mutually helpful. And I hadn't met them before, so it was nice to meet some new people. This is going to be super dry, yes. Okay, we need a new wet wipe. Because my fingers are now badly sticky. Need a clean up. Just excuse me a moment while I get these de-stickified a tiny bit because they're awful right now, and I can just tell I'll be leaving gross fingerprints everywhere. Oh, I love these colours. I guess it's actually kind of similar to this. This is a darker version of this. This is the brighter pink and green, and this is like the deeper pinks and greens on this side. So that's kind of interesting that we're actually repeating the colour palette, but just in different saturations, I suppose. I'm gonna cut that down a little. I don't really know what I'm doing with this or where I'm putting it. I'm just cutting it. Do I want to kind of cut in the shape of it a little more? I think I do, actually. I think I do. I don't want all of that white around it. Nearly there. As you can see, I'm not a tidy cutter. I don't cut in a way that's like, oh, look how perfection-y you did that. Oh, it's not that at all. I'm not sure where I want to put this, but it's very cute. Oh, I like it up there actually. And then maybe I'll put the dried cranberry somewhere up here with it. I don't know exactly how I'm going to do that. The nap was in the afternoon. I think that might get stuck over there. Again, I've got way more writing space than is necessary. I think I'm going to have to write really large or something. What else could I add on here just to bring it up a bit? Where's my... Let's look in here in the capsule. Let's see if there's anything in here that we want to add. This was another quite nice day. So I've got so much snow-themed things. Ridiculous, because... it's been beautiful so far. Maybe we could put a nice rainbow on. This is a cool sticker from Bad Jones Rising. That's pretty awesome. I've got this cool image. I could just stick that big image on somehow. Anything else? Okay, I think we're going to go, I don't think I'm going with the rainbow actually. I kind of like this cool piece, and I might sort of add the sticker on as well, just to sort of fill in some of the space. And then maybe this could go here with our little dried, or do I want dried cranberries? And then the little cats there. Oh, I like that. Okay, maybe something like that. It's kind of weird. I get it. It is kind of a weird looking page, but let's go with it. I feel like I had a cutout image of a vacuum cleaner somewhere recently that I cut out, and I'm trying to think of what tin I would have put that in. Maybe in here? Oh, this. I forgot to put this in my journal. Actually, was that from July maybe? I think that's from July. I need to go back and have a look and see if I can fit that in somewhere. Would the vacuum cleaner image be in here? These look like some large images. So, oh, here we go. It is. We did do some vacuuming. So, I've got a couple of different vacuum cleaner images that I could use. I'm just looking to see if there's anything else that I like that I might want to use. I think we'll pick one of these. I think maybe this black one because it's just neutral. How do I want to do this? I'm almost wondering if I want this to go across the page a little bit. I might cut this sticker in half too. I sometimes really like having half bits so that they can be drawn around, like moved around the page a little bit, and then this vacuum cleaner might go in something like that. I quite like that actually. I think we're going to do that. So the vacuum cleaner needs to go down first because it's the bottom piece. I could absolutely use glue stick for this, but I seem to be I find tacky glue just so easy. It feels the most easy. I'm going to scoot that over because I can see a little bit of the white that I don't want. So I'm just going to put this right in the position I want it. and then stick that ish there. Yeah, happy with that placement, I think. Now this one goes on next. Like that. And now this is going to be a little tricky because again we've got that kind of seam to work with, and that can cause issues, but we'll hope for the best here. Let's just see if we can press that in. I think this was sent to me in Happy Mail, this image from Megan in the Moon. She sent me a bunch of these really cool art images a while ago, like a long time ago. I think it's super cool. And then this, like I said, is Bad Jones Rising for sure. And I love it. So I'm going to cut that sticker right across there. Hope you don't mind me cutting your stickers up. I just love how it looks. It's like a textury bit down here. I think it looks really cool. So let's, oh dear, what does this say? Clean glass or metal. Oh, I could have put it on glass or metal. Whoopsies. I could have done that. Didn't realize, didn't read the back of it, did I? It's going in the journal. Ronnie makes really cool stuff. I'll have all the people, I'll try and remember to link everyone in the description. Oh, what? This isn't a sticker. There's nothing sticky on there. I'm really confused. It says vinyl sticker. But that is, like you can see, that vinyl stickers don't do that. That's weird. Like, I'm wondering if, like, the vinyl part came off the sticker part? I don't know. It just feels like it's just plain vinyl without any sticker. That is very strange. That is super strange. I'm going to just see if, yeah, this is the same. Oh well, we're going to add glue to the back of this piece of vinyl. That's really unusual. I've never come across that before, where I've thought I've had a vinyl sticker and it's turned out just to be vinyl. Just printed vinyl. That's so interesting. Let's just place that down there like that. It's still really cool, and like, who cares if I have to glue it? It looks awesome. And I'm going to put that one up the top there so that it kind of balances it out. I think this is going to look really good. I'm really liking how this page is coming together. So that's going to go up the top. Sorry if my head's in the frame. I'm just trying to get things sort of lined up, and it's quite a long way up from where I'm sitting. So now I wanted the dried cranberries, I think, to sit over that. Okay, I want the cat underneath, actually. I hadn't realised that, but now I'm seeing that. I think that looks good. So we're putting the cat down first under the dried cranberries, a little tiny bit. Tiny bit. It's just the tail is going under a little weeny bit. So that's going there. And that's going here. And I made so many cookies. I couldn't believe it. Like, I made a double mixture. I always forget that with this particular recipe, single mixture really is all you need. Like, I often will make a double mixture of things because I'm like, 12 cookies is going to go so fast. And then I'll have to, like, bake again because I like having baking around. It's, I don't know, it's how I've been brought up, is that you kind of have baking around. And so 12 cookies is going to go nowhere. I'm going to have to bake again in 2 minutes. So I make a double mixture so that I was like, oh, 24, that'll be about right. I used probably 2/3 of the mixture, and I'd made 48 cookies. So I was surprised. I've got a whole bunch left in my freezer, so that will be good for whenever I do run out. I'll make more with the stuff in my freezer, but that was a surprise to me. So this is looking beauty. Oh, this sticker. This is also a vinyl sticker, which I was sent in mail from Prajakta last month. And then I was like, I don't really take naps very often anymore. But then I did have a nap this day. And I kind of kept being like, oh, when am I going to treat myself to a nap so that I can use the sticker she sent me? It's so funny how stickers can impact, or like, I find that a lot of ephemera pieces and whatever can impact what I want to do with my day because I want to use them. So weird. I'm going to use this again and do a bit of a bordery edge. I'm using this brown color. I just knew that it would look really good with all of the brown tones on here, and I was right. I love it. So I only really need it at the top, but I might, let's just go in and add a few little brown stars around. I don't know why. I guess the question is, why would you not add some brown stars around on your page? Looks so good. Now, will that stay on there? This is very shiny, so I don't know that that will. But I like it. That's looking really cute. Okay. Okay. That was the third. Do I have a... Oh, wait. Did I have a 3 for this? I had that cool 3 that had from the box. Where did that go? What did I do with that? Remember the... this. Where do I want to put it? Oh, it looks so good on here already. I love it. Where do I want... Oh, and I haven't added any embossed paper. Oh, okay. What are we doing with this? Oh, I'm honestly a little bit like, do I want to go with the lime green and maybe like put my number onto some of this lime green? Like maybe over here. Oh, I like that. Okay. And I need to find some places that I can use the neon, because otherwise I don't know where I'm using, because most of my embossed paper that I've got is on like neon paper. I'm actually going to use double-sided tape on this one because there's enough layers. I don't think it's thick. I don't think it's going to be a problem soaking through. It's just this paper, this white paper is very thin. I think it's fine on anything that's not very thin. Okay. Let's stick this down onto the green and then we'll cut out the green. So that's going to go like there-ish. And now I'm going to cut around the green here. I'm going to just trim off this edge that didn't quite get embossed. And then cut around in here. That needs to just, I don't know, that'll do. Like that. And then we're going to put that maybe like here. I think that's, or maybe up here. I like it up there. I think I like it up there. That looks super, super fun. So the tacky glue is going on the back of this because it's going on this. Oh, I have a phone call. So sorry about that little interruption. That was my dentist calling to remind me I have an appointment tomorrow. Like I could forget that. I mean, I guess I probably could forget that, but I had not forgotten it. I knew that I had my dental appointment tomorrow. 2 fillings, which is not great. I understand that, but I'm also kind of fine with it in the sense that it had been a very, very long time since I'd been to the dentist. So if that is the amount of work I have to get done for that amount of negligence of not going to the dentist, then I actually think probably I'm doing okay. That's going there. Look how freaking cool that looks. I love it. I actually am now like kind of tempted to add a little bit more of this. We're going to try tearing. Tearing is tricky with embossed paper, that's for sure, because it just wants to rip where you've embossed. But I'm thinking about like maybe adding a little bit of it down here. Oh, I actually want it more narrow than that. Oh, it's janky. It's good. Okay. So we're going to glue a little bit of that there, and then we might put like a little bit, you know, I think we're going to sprinkle bits around actually just to make that lime green a little more cohesive as well. Like this is pretty close down here. It's not quite it, but it's close. But adding this is going to kind of, I don't know, I think it's going to look really cool. I'm tearing that in half. We're just putting a little snippety snip of this up, all over the front, up here. And then where do I want to put this little bit? Do I want this little bit on here? Okay, we're tearing that down even. We're putting just a tiny bit over on that edge there to sort of blend those pieces together. And then do I want to add any more? Look, that little bit there needs a little glue to help that stick. Do I want a little bit like in here, or maybe like up here? I actually wish it was under the sticker, but I don't think I can probably get that up very easily. Oh, maybe we might be able to just sort of tuck it in. Yeah, we're going to do our darndest to make this look natural. like I'm not having to rip this back up. So that's going to go in just there, and then we're going to add a little more glue back onto the back of this piece of vinyl. Stick it down. There we go. And I'm just going to hold it for a second because it's going to need time to take. But I think this page is looking pretty cool. I'm liking it. So there we go. I think we're going to call that one a video, friends. I'm actually very happy with the 2 pages we got done today. Look at that. This cute one and this cute one. Looking great. And so once the writing's done, it will take on a whole new look as well. Like, oh, don't know how you got in there, but it just fills it out so much more once the writing's done. So I'm going to get on to that. I don't want to get too far behind, so I'm going to try and get my writing done today, and maybe even try and catch up the whole way with this journal. Thank you for being here, my friends. I'll catch you again in my next video. Bye.